Gold is trending again, not in an obvious way, not through loud headlines or excitement, but quietly. More people are mentioning it in conversations. More portfolios are allocating small percentages to it. More attention is drifting back toward it. This isn't happening because gold suddenly changed. Gold didn't become more productive. It didn't innovate. It didn't start generating income. What changed was how people feel about stability. If this feels familiar, this channel focuses on explaining why these pressures exist, calmly and without hype. You can subscribe if you want more of these explanations over time. And if something in your own situation feels confusing or unresolved, you can leave it in the comments. Those questions often shape what gets explained next. Most financial decisions are not driven by numbers alone. They are driven by perception. People don't wake up one morning and decide to abandon growth. They respond to an environment that feels less predictable. When income feels uncertain, when costs feel rigid, and when planning feels fragile, behavior shifts, not dramatically, gradually, and gold tends to reappear during those shifts. Gold has never been exciting. It doesn't promise transformation. It doesn't create momentum. It doesn't reward optimism. Historically, gold has served a very different role. It shows up when confidence weakens, when people stop expecting systems to work smoothly, when they want something that simply stays. That's why gold is rarely popular during periods of strong optimism. It becomes relevant when certainty feels more valuable than growth. Modern financial life is efficient but rigid. Income arrives digitally. Expenses are automated. Obligations are fixed. At the same time, uncertainty has crept in quietly, not through collapse, but through pressure. Jobs feel less permanent. Costs feel harder to adjust. Buffers feel thinner. When flexibility disappears, people seek reassurance. Not higher returns, not bigger wins. Reassurance. That's the psychological environment where gold becomes attractive again. Gold does not solve financial problems. It doesn't generate income. It doesn't reduce expenses. It doesn't fix structural issues. What it offers is emotional insulation. It exists outside most systems. It doesn't depend on performance reports. It doesn't require trust in institutions. In uncertain environments, assets that require less trust feel safer, even if they don't grow. That distinction is often misunderstood. Gold isn't about belief in the future. It's about discomfort with the present. Understanding why people turn to gold is not the same as recommending it. This isn't about timing markets. It isn't about predictions. And it isn't about returns. It's about recognizing a behavioral pattern. When confidence weakens, people redefine safety. Gold becomes part of that conversation, not as a solution, but as a response. Gold is not making a comeback because it changed. It's making a comeback because the environment did. And when the environment changes, so does the definition of safety.